MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cubbies have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Steve Tobin is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Digging in, Nicholas Horner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. In there, 0-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Batting second, the left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. And another throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Horner gets his lead at first, nobody out. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. The 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate now, J.C. Embry standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Here's a look over to first. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. Runners on first with one down. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Here now the 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The next 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Once again a 3-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
So striding forward now, Ryan Buckner, and their runners at the corners now. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit in the air to left field. McCord has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
The right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Coming to the plate now, Sammy Sosa. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Hit hard to short, fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. It's the Cubs nothing, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Chet Steadman will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Now in the box, Archie Jacob. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Hit in the air out to left field. Castellanos has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Hugo.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that #2 spot. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over .350 in games at home, so he's a guy you'd want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
So now to the plate, Hugo Hermida, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Ball two now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
In there, 2-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, no left fielder, Ryan McCord.
Now at the plate, Ryan McCord. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Pitch on the way.
Oh, one's the count.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The count now at 2-2. And the pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. Standing in, Sito Suzuki. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Sito Suzuki.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That counts that.
The 1-0 home. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Has a look, now the pitch.
Well, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
A runner at first with no outs here. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. From the stretch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Pickoff move to second. And a dive, but he's back in. To the plate now, Jesse Padilla. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. Padilla is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, he certainly could have a C on his chest. The captain of the infield, controlling the pitching staff, shutting down the running game, soft hands. I can't say enough about this player.
Ready with the 1-2.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. McMillan is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Chet Steadman.
Stepping up to the plate, Chet Steadman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. One and 0. Here it is. No score here as we play inning number 2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, David Fernandez. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And that's out number 1.
Batting 5th, the catcher, Brian Cortez.
Stepping in, Brian Cortez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Cortez, 33 years old. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Stedman, a right-hander going 6'5", comes into today second in the league in all-star voting among starters, so it looks pretty good that he'll be rewarded for his efforts so far this year.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Avery McMillan comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Clearly fooled there on the slider.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
The 2-2 pitch. Dave Luke will be next. One out and a runner on second base. And that's low, ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
In now, Dave Luke. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
First and second now, one man out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. The 1-1 home. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Into the box, Leury Garcia, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Garcia hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
A pause and the 0-2. And he popped him up. Zobrist in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 0-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Padilla has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Digging in to try it again, Nicholas Horner. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So the base is empty here with one away, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
This is to left field and deep off the bat of Castellanos. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Third home run for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The batter, number 7.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry. He swings and grounds it to short. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
Ryan Buckner.
So in now for Chicago, Ryan Buckner. He flew out in his last at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Right fielder coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steve Tobin.
The pitcher, Steve Tobin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. A ball and a strike.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. The 2-1. So a full count now. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Ready for another chance? Archie Jacob, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. The 0-1 delivery. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Castellanos will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the second baseman, Hugo Hermida.
At the plate, Hugo Hermida, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 home. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Stepping in now, Ryan McCord, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Two out with the man at first. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Cards leave 1. It remains 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Sammy Sosa. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Count 1-0.
One 1-0 count. Here it is. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Center fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 11 for him on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Now batting.
At the plate now, Sito Suzuki. And he fouls this one off. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. All right, so time now for the Cardinals' Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. Here's Ben Zobrist now as he rips it on the ground to second, right to him. And there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Stepping up now, Jesse Padilla. First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he misses again. Ball 3.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Into the box now, David Fernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. All even now, 2-2. Pitch on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Sosa has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Now at the plate, Brian Cortez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Line to the right side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. Here now the 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Popped him up. Zobrist in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Avery McMillan.
Digging in, Avery McMillan. He drew a walk his first time up. And the pitch. McMillan playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. And now the Cubs pitcher, Chet Steadman. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Steadman.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Now the 1-0. This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Ready once again, Nicholas Horner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And another foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into the box, Dave Luke. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now here's the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Here's a high pop-up. Padilla has a play. He's got it 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So striding in, Leury Garcia looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Corey Dickerson will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Corey Dickerson.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. The average at 284 to begin play. 11 home runs and 36 RBIs. One and one the count. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, Archie Jacob on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. Joe Kruger will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Number 44, Joe Kruger.
Ready for another shot now. J.C. Embry as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
This is pulled into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ryan Buckner stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Kruger, the former Chicago White Sox. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Ready with the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this one is gone, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 10 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa,
right fielder,
as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line, but it bends just foul into the second deck. No outs, nobody on. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Luke battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
the center fielder, number 24, Sito Suzuki.
Settling in now, Sito Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
McCord is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Digging in once again, Ben Zobrist, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Inside ball.
Two out, nobody on. He pulls this one into right. Jacob is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Now at the plate, Hugo Hermida will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Ripped down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Stepping into the box, Ryan McCord. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
0-1 pitch on its way.
Ball, that's in.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and 2 strikes now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, David Fernandez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. None out, runners at first and second. Fouled off. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Into the box, Brian Cortez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
In now, Avery McMillan, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Row. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
So now to the plate, Dave Luke. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Richard Franco is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Yasiel Puig is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jesse Padilla. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Puig's got a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Chet Steadman.
Adam Greenberg will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Adam Greenberg.
Fouled away. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The windup and the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Skied into very shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Runner back safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. At the plate now, Nicholas Horner, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag. So they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. And that misses ball four, so it's first and second now with only one away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Number 12 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. Jacob is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Digging in and looking for more, J.C. Embry. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the seventh inning. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Ball one, no strike.
And he takes a cold strike one. And it's fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McCord will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Luke Little gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Leading off the inning, Leury Garcia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Garcia, a former New York Met, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season It's not always easy opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The 2-1 on its way. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Here's another 2-2. Fastball well outside.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Got him to go down swinging there. Leury Garcia is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. One out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Archie Jacob. Hit in the air down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it 4-1. Jeremy Stauffer has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 15, Jeremy Stauffer.
Ready to take his hacks again, Ryan Buckner, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Digging in, Sammy Sosa. The pitch. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The windup and the 0-1.
No, inside.
Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping into the box, Sito Suzuki. After the walk, a quick check on first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Cortez moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Now a throw over. Runners back. A runner on first with 2 away. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 1-0. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 1-1 home.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side, reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ronnie Wickert is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Chris Tan will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 8, Chris.
Leading off the inning, Hugo Hermida, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
Here it comes, 1-0. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
The 3-1. Hops this one up. Zobrist in foul ground. but this will land untouched. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ryan McCord.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Ryan McCord. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. A 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
To the plate now, David Fernandez, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And now a pitch on the way. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Kodosky is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Alvaro Rosales is into the ball game as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch, as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup.
Number 19.
Striding into the box, Jesse Padilla. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. First pitch of the at-bat. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-0. He pulls this one into right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
That's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back. Into the box, Chris Tan, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-0 on the way. There he goes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jacob is there, one away. On to first, and they get the double play.
The batter, number 2.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Nicholas Horner. Here's the first pitch to him.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Chopper to short. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Now back, left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
In now, number 12. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
2 out with the man at first. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. One left for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Thomas Nicholas comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
Striding in to start the 9th, Brian Cortez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. The 1-0 home. Misses down below the knees.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Tan is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
Now batting, third baseman, Alvaro Rosales.
So digging in now, Alvaro Rosales. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball one. One out, nobody on. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Too high, and that cost him ball four.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, Dave.
Now to the plate, Dave Luke. First pitch coming, here it is, and it's fouled away. Runners on first with one down. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So now to the plate, Leury Garcia, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. One and one the count now. From the belt, the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Cubs make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row. And this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Chicago led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Chet Steadman earns win number 7 on the season. Thomas Nicholas hammers down the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.